Okay, so week 9, last week of regular teaching before your make your own lab. So this is houses around the world. This lesson is interesting in the sense that it kind of differs from a lot of the lessons that we have this semester. It's a little bit trickier trying to get the kids to really understand this lesson, but you'll be okay. Um, so the point of this lesson is to help the students understand that in different parts of the world, the houses that exist there have different features based on the climate that they're in. Such as some places that have a lot of rain and snow, they have slanted roofs, and places in a desert where they don't have to worry about precipitation falling on their roof, they'll have flatter roofs. Um, so trying to get those concepts across to kids is your ultimate goal. I've found the best way to do that is to be just very direct. Be like, okay, where are some places around the world? What are their climates? What do their houses look like? So you're going to have to prepare like photos and information for many different places. So have a place where it's really cold, have a place where it's really hot, have places where it rains a lot, places next to the ocean, places in the middle of nowhere, and have very distinct housing styles and climate differences so they can really see why this is important, why there are different types of houses in different places. Also make sure to incorporate Los Angeles into that. Like bring LA houses into that fold. Even though houses around LA, there's every type of house you could ever imagine. Try to just bring it back into like what is our climate, what types of houses are around here. The ones near the beach, a lot of them are on stilts because just in case the water gets too high, stuff like that. So just different functions that houses have based on where they're located and the climate in which they're located. A lot of this lesson is going to be just letting them build. You're going to give them a bunch of materials and say, okay, go build a house, right? And it has to be a house that can withstand this instant snow that you're going to put on it. So ideally it has a slanted roof so the snow falls off the roof. Like that's the goal. Hopefully they get that out of this. But like I said, a lot of this is just going to be letting them build, letting them create, letting them figure out what their ultimate goal is of making a house that can withstand the snow. And then when it comes to the vocabulary, like load and model, I would say introduce it to them, review it at the end, but don't get too upset if like they don't really take those words with them, because those are kind of advanced words for second graders, like engineering load. I know I didn't learn that until probably like senior year of high school. So yeah, you can introduce it to them, see if they understand it, see if they get it, and if they do, that's great, that's awesome. But if not, it's not the end of the world. So what you want to do is make sure that before you go into it, have the housing supplies divided accordingly for the different types of roofs, and make sure that when you're having them choose what type of roof, like they know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Have like a small demo ready. But ultimately, like they're gonna create what they want to create, and make sure that ideally you have one of each type of roof so they can truly see that what type of roof would be the best for this snow. And then kind of correlate it back to what part of the country that type of house would be in. And yeah, so this is a fun lesson. It's the last one of the semester before you get to do your make your own lab. They should be pretty comfortable with you by now. It'll be really interactive. Make sure that you have all of the students engaged. They're all helping. Sometimes you'll have students that really want to take charge, try to like rein them in a little bit and make sure that all the other students are being active and helping and participating. And then again, tie it back to your scientific method. I'm going to say this every time, but it's really important to use that science journal, because that's really how we're making sure that we're properly evaluating and giving them like solid education that we can show them that this is what they're learning.